Hey, 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 Jenny here. Beautiful, gorgeous people. Let's see what the tarot is going to show for you. A love reading. The topic of this reading will be what is the possible outcome about this connection. If you are in a beautiful, stable relationship, this is not for you because I'm going to look at what will be a possible outcome, what are the issues, what are the energies within you and within the person, on your mind, on your heart. If you have lack of clarity, let's say, issues that you need to look at, untold truths that we need to discover. So, I'm going to read from my classical tarot. Let me double check just quickly for reversals. Yes, always pre-shuffle the decks, then I'm going to clarify. Let's see. This is timeless. Any sign reading, any zodiac sign. As I said, it's a specific topic. Use your intuition. If you're drawn to this video, there might be a reason, but I already clarified at the beginning what is the topic, what we are going to look at. Okay, so what is presently in your connection? And a card came out. Four of Swords. This is the so-called meditation card. Rest, peace, meditation. This is presently. It can also mean disconnection, not talking, not being in touch, in contact. But if you are in contact, it can mean that you are literally trying to get clarity of mind, maybe even a time off a little bit. Might not be a conflict, but a time off from both sides or from your side. That's what's at the present. This is the energy. What is within you? What's the energy within you? Please, universe, one card for these beautiful, gorgeous people. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for supporting me. To all who already have subscribed, liked, messaged me, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm growing this channel as we speak with your love and support, of course, targeting now my 1,000 subscribers. If you want to send me a comment, a message, I'm very happy to receive them because it's really nice to connect, feel more personal with you beautiful people. Let's see, 2 cards came out. Maybe you know from other videos of mine that I pull only one card. However, if another card travels together like in a pair, then I take them together and I read them together because there is always a reason why something is happening. So, the question was, what is within you? Within you is the wounded, tired warrior and the Queen of Pentacles. More and more clarity. Here we go. I love tarot, how it presents everything step by step, step by step. We already said that presently around you, the present energy is peace of mind, switching off, time out, might be no communication, might be time out for both of you, like an agreed kind of state. And within you, yes, there is some tiredness, there has been some difficulties, maybe there has been some battles that you had to fight. We will clarify more, whether it's to do generally in your life or whether it's between you, some conflicts and issues. As I said, the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. He's not going to give up, he's not going to give in, but definitely tired. And even on the card, it's depiction of a person that is just now timing out, like you know, like the white flag, a peace, break, cease of fire for at least a little bit. So definitely not giving in, giving up, if we're talking about a specific connection. So let's just keep that line. Not giving up, not giving in to break off the connection maybe, but definitely some tiredness overall, and really willingness to have peace now and not have to fight or prove your point, let's say. And this is because within you is stability and security that you're aspiring. The Queen of Pentacles is absolutely amazing queen. She's very abundant. very entrepreneurial. Beautiful queen, very intelligent, very capable at executing business investment decisions. She doesn't take risks. As the King of Pentacles, he is the best investor, but no extra risks taking, really building a solid ground. Each decision is logical. However, it's the queen, and there is a true connection between the logic and the heart. I've always said it, that for me, the queens, since the feminine energy, they carry a little bit more intuition, a little bit more heart and mind and logic connected. So beautiful energy within you. So you want stability, you want security, you want growth, abundance, you don't want any risks taking. The Queen of Pentacles, of course, is a lot to do with our financial, materialistic career, status and stability and abundance. However, we don't have to limit the pentacle cards like that. When we're talking about love, it can mean the same thing for abundance, stability in the relationship, but definitely involves financial, materialistic aspect in it. Of course, if we are satisfied, if we're comfortable, of course, everything, even in a relationship, even if it's the biggest love, the highest love, is much easier in general. But we can definitely always mess it up. You know, if we, especially we allow a lot of ego battles or some other issues, yeah, we can definitely mess it up. So let's see what's within the person, on your mind, on your heart. What's the energy within your person, on your mind? The Fool. Beautiful. A new beginning, a start, a leap of faith. Now, I want to give you a few here scenarios because it's a collective reading. I already said not even for a specific zodiac sign, but also I would like to share whatever intuitively comes to me, because you have different life scenarios, you're dealing with different things. So for some of you might be this, and for others something different. So it can be a relationship that you already have, and as I said, time out. There has been maybe some issues, so you've been busy, both of you, or you with other things in life, building your stability, prosperity. But also it can be that, because I'm seeing now the Fool card within your person, that it's actually a new kind of a connection, very fresh, and that your person is really willing to take the risk. Now, very interestingly, because within you is the Queen of Pentacles, who doesn't like to take really risks. And the Fool is much like a youth card. He is like a child, connected with his heart, her heart, and ready to jump off the cliff. It doesn't care what's happening there. But of course, connected with the intuition and having faith that is going to be the right decision. This is within your person. However, I just want to share what intuitively comes to me, that there is slight misalignment between the two energies. You are too grounded and looking for stability, and your person is maybe head over heels for you, right? Thinks only with his heart and all the other bodily parts, but mind and logic not there anymore. A beautiful love story, however, as I said, this person, your person, is ready to jump off the cliff, doesn't care. Now, if it's a connection that maybe even is still a fresh connection, but there was some time off or split or no communication for some time, really willing this to be over and to just jump into the next phase. However, you are not looking for the same thing. You are looking for stable, abundant, rich ground, a very high level, as I said, because the Queen is the Queen. It's not even 9 or 10 of Pentacles. Still very beautiful cards about happiness, prosperity, legacy, etc. But the Queen is powerful, and she's just below the King, which is the top. After that, obviously, it's only the Emperor. The status that you're looking for in your life overall, whether it's to do with your career, business, work, and relationship, is really with high aspirations, the highest on the scale, let's say. So let's see now, what is the obstacle? By the way, here it is underneath, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, another similar energy, not the same, but the way it speaks to me intuitively at the moment, or what's within your person. The Knight of Wands and Magician after that. I'll just give you a quick recap, even though I'm not taking out these cards to really read into them. Knight of Wands, passionate, charming, all for the passions, all for the excitement, but very flighty and very unstable. In and out energy, but definitely very charismatic. Very charismatic, very determined, but determined for the time being, for the moment. Again, lacking stability and erratic energy. To me, this card, I've said it in other videos, he's a beautiful knight. As I said, very attractive. Difficult to resist because he's very passionate, but very erratic energy, like a fireball carried by a tornado. Imagine. Look at him. Even the colors on the card, red, orange, yellow, too much. And underneath, the Magician. Magician is a beautiful card. However, the Magician is a card that also speaks a little bit about deception, deceptive energy, like, Magician, who can really deceive you how things are done because he is aiming at delivering his magic. This is his goal. He is the Magician. He will create, make whatever he likes, no matter what tools, ways he has to use. This is the slightly negative connotation of the Magician. That was underneath the deck. So I'm just saying it as I feel it intuitively. It might not resonate with all of you, but I want to share it. Let's see what is in the obstacle, please, here. What's the obstacle? Gorgeous, beautiful souls. Ooh, one card flew on the ground. I'm not gonna do that. I've done it in another video. I said I'm changing this ways. If cards start flying like that out of my deck, I'm changing the deck. I'm not going to crawl on the ground. This means the deck is getting not talkative or easy to work with. So I'm going to use my Harmony deck. I love this deck. Maybe you've seen it from other videos. What is in the obstacle, please? Here it is. A soulmate card. Unbelievable. And this card actually means a return of soulmate, reconciliation, meeting of the minds and hearts, forgiving, forgetting, and really moving on, but also the soulmate card, as I said. So again, because this card is coming in the obstacle, there is difficulties about meeting of the minds, of the hearts, or even reconciliation. If you're in a connection where you have a time out between the two of you, time off, time out, non-contact, etc., or some other issues, definitely there is difficulties to meet the minds and the hearts, to come to terms, either to agree on something or to forgive something, to reconnect. I want one more clarifier, please. Oh, underneath, 5 of Wands. Wands, right? Yes. That's the fair competition. Can be competition overall, but definitely some conflict. It's not as bad as the swords, backstabbing, etc., ego games, but definitely silly. Can be mind games as well to me, by the way. The 5 of Wands. This is how I feel the card. Can be mind games a little bit. Still, of course, ego involved there, but foolish, childish games. I mean, these people are battling with wands. Of course, the wands are not lethal weapons. So it's kind of a silly thing. Waste of time. However, they are battling to prove a point. So, maybe you're not agreeing on something. Let me get one more clarifier for the obstacle. the Empress. Unbelievable. Yes, I think that you are disagreeing with your person on the trajectory of this connection, or the direction, or the final goals, because the Empress, and I believe this is within you because you already had the Queen of Pentacles. And I told you the Queen is before the King, and after that it's only the Emperor and the Empress, obviously. So let's say above the Queen will be the Empress. The Empress is absolutely amazing card. Again, abundance, stability, creation, birth, power to just create whatever she likes. Very attractive energy. Everyone is coming towards her. She's like a blooming flower bush, let's say. Like a spring. Like a spring blooming, and you know, everything is flowering and aromas are in the air and birds are singing and all that. This is this energy. This clarifies this obstacle. You are looking for something really stable, powerful, on a very high level. Not only about the connection, love, let's say, about your overall life, status, abundance and status. There is nothing about the Empress if we speak about in the female aspect. There is no genders in tarot, but we have the Queen here within you, so we have the Empress, again a female, let's say, energy. There is misalignment between you on some issue or issues. The way I feel it is that it is to do with either the direction of this connection, the end goal, or not only of the connection, might be even overall life goals. Okay. Let's see. By the way, King of Wands underneath. And Eight of Cups. King of Wands. Interesting. Just a quick note on these two cards under the deck. King of Wands, again a beautiful king, but he is can be very superficial because he attracts a lot of attention. And to be honest, the way I feel this king, out of comparing with the rest of the kings, he does like this attention. He's like the carrying the X factor. Everyone is around him, wondering how he does things. He does everything with passion, with this wow element. Nobody can understand how he's capable of doing whatever he's doing, his stuff. However, this king can be a little bit superficial. He does enjoy the attention, as most of us do if you're on such a high level. And underneath, as I said, is the Eight of Cups, which is abandoning the past, old patterns. The way this talks to me is that you're looking for stability, security, long-term abundance and status, social status, and your person is a little bit more onto the fun, wow, socializing, high life maybe even, and that's difficult to abandon. Maybe he was popular, she was popular, or is popular. In real terms, popular, right? You can be popular even if you're on social media of some sort, or medias. This is still popularity. You don't have to be in Hollywood. You can be popular in your business, in your career, in your workplace, like the top. This still, of course, can trigger and feed the ego. So sometimes, yeah. So I don't feel a bad energy of your person. Definitely not. However, the lifestyles were different, or the lifestyle that you are now looking at and building towards is a bit different than what is currently with the person on your heart. So, what is the outcome, please, for this gorgeous souls? King of Swords. And the truth will be spoken. King of Swords, again, beautiful, very intellectual king, very powerful, very intelligent, delivering judgments without any problem, very balanced, but definitely speaks the truth. That's in your outcome. The way it speaks to me, this specific scenario, is that a conversation has to happen, or conversations. We had already a few cards speaking about maybe time out or non-contact, or just getting some rest, clarity of mind. However, communication has to be the word is not coming. You have to communicate. A communication is coming. I mean, the King of Swords is all to do about communication, of course. So definitely there will be communication. And the most important thing, though, is that you have to deliver your truth. Even the way I feel it, that you both have to be truthful about what you like, what you don't like, what you're looking at. That will be the best. But since you're watching, you are getting this guidance from the reading, the advice for you specifically is definitely speak your truth. Do not be fearful to say what's on your mind, to use your clarity of mind, your intellectual thinking as well. It even says maybe you have to not disconnect definitely from the heart, but be more logical. And just looking at the truth straight. Looking at the truth straight, with straight eyes, clear eyes. One more clarifier. Why is the King of Swords here in the outcome, please, universe? Too many cards. Why is the King of Swords in the outcome here? For these gorgeous, beautiful people who need this advice and guidance at the moment about their connection and the issues they're dealing with a loved one. Ooh, Five of Swords. Conflict. I already said earlier, we had the Five of Wands under the deck. And now we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is the heavy conflict card. Argument and conflict. There will be argument and conflict. I believe it's not going to be avoided really. I want one more clarifier here. Underneath the Two of Cups. By the way, this is a beautiful connection. It's a lot of love here with a lot of potential, but really there is a difference in the ways you're looking at life maybe, or lifestyles. This is how it feels to me. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why are these conflicts and arguments here in the outcome? What these beautiful souls have to do to overcome this? What's the advice? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is choices, looking at many choices. However, definitely have to stay away from illusions and delusions, and you have to choose the right choice for you. But also is the card of abundance and having beautiful opportunities and choices in your life. You know your story best, but the cards are saying that you have to speak your truth and you have to follow what you want. Live in your truth. Build your life. This is what it is. Let's see one clarifier from my unknown situation deck for you. Beautiful souls. Yeah, a little bit of an interesting predicament here. When two people love each other but they disagree on major, especially lifestyles, this is not an easy thing. If there is true love, especially, can be a B. You know the word. One card came out. Bridge of Souls. Crossing the bridge of the soul, connecting the heart's other sides. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful. And again, how on point is wrapping this reading. We already had the soulmate and reconnection card. We had also the communication King of Swords in the outcome. Because I will read you now the details of this card from my ebook. However, the way I feel it as a final advice for the outcome is that you definitely have to reconnect. You have to try your best to communicate, to speak your truth. And if you have to face some conflict and arguments, you have to face it in the best way, without the ego, without negativities, but sometimes the argument and the conflict is the necessary thing. As you know, the old saying, and in the argument, the truth arises. At least that's what we say in my language, in Bulgarian language. I think it's the same thing in English, but we have a saying like that. Let me just find here the card and I'll read you. Bridge of Souls. Here it is. One moment. Yeah, here it is. And I'm going to just hold it so you can see it. An ancient and mysterious bridge spans between two banks. The connection and crossing between hearts. No matter what risks and crises you are facing, the bridge of the soul reminds you to cross the barriers of the mind and reach the other side of the soul through understanding and communication. Unbelievable. I just told you this like seconds ago. The bridge represents connection and transition, while the starlight symbolizes the soul's guidance and hope, encouraging you to find solutions through inner strength in the face of adversity. Sincere communication when facing difficulties and challenges. I also told you that. Find solutions to problems through sincere communication and exchange. Understanding others. Try to understand the feelings and needs of others to establish a spiritual connection and achieve common goals. Overcome obstacles. Don't be afraid to face the obstacles in your mind, and through your inner strength and wisdom, overcome them and find new hope. Bonding in relationships. Build deep connections through honesty and understanding to face life's challenges together. Absolutely amazing, beautiful, on-point message to wrap it up. I cannot believe it. Out of all these cards, one card came out, and look what this card is telling you. Here we go, Jenny's Tarot High Vibes. I hope that this helps. I hope that this will be of guidance for you, support. I'm here, of course, to guide and support through my intuitive downloads and understanding of the cards. So always use your intuition. I've said it in other videos, because we are all divine beings with immense, limitless capabilities. Always connect with your intuition. Draw the best, whatever you can draw from these intuitive readings, but you know best what to do. I already gave you what the tarot says, what the advice and possible outcomes are. Of course, we navigate, we create our reality. We're the masters, the gods, and the magicians in our life for our lives. So this is just possible outcomes, some alerts here, but of course you will decide how it's going to be for you. So see you very soon. I'm very curious to see what you think about these general readings. Message me, tell me if you like them, if they have help, because I would like to make more of them so I can really kind of get details on specific topic, not only to follow zodiac signs, but that's also, I think, can be very helpful, because it can reach many more people for a specific topic, specific issue that you need help. So I'll see you very soon. Wishing you fantastic end of the week. I'm making this video on Thursday. Weekend is approaching, so have fun, relax, do whatever you like. Be in your truth, be yourself, enjoy life, no matter what. I'll see you very soon. Love you, beautiful souls. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all you do. Bye-bye.